There's a cat on your chest right now. Well, maybe not right now, but you know exactly what I'm talking about. 4 kilograms. That's it. You could move it in half a second, but you're not going to because it's purring, it looks comfortable, and honestly, moving it just feels wrong. So here you are, a fully grown human, completely immobilized by a small furry animal that doesn't even pay rent. And this is happening in hundreds of millions of homes every single day. When you zoom out and look at the full picture, the billions spent on cat food, cat toys, cat furniture, entire rooms redesigned around an animal that contributes exactly nothing to the household budget, you start to wonder, who actually domesticated who here? Okay, so here's the version you probably learned. About 10,000 years ago, humans figured out farming. Farming meant grain. Grain attracted rats. Rats attracted wild cats. Humans went, hey, those cats are eating our rats, and just let them hang around. Cats got easy food, humans got pest control. Everyone's happy. In this version, humans are the ones calling the shots. Cats are just along for the ride. But here's what I want you to do. Forget who we say made the decision, and just look at who actually got the better deal, because that changes everything. Before we go further, we need to get one word right: domestication. Because people throw this word around like it means animal that lives with humans. It doesn't. Biological domestication means humans selectively bred a species over generations until it became something genetically different from its wild ancestor, something shaped to fit human needs. Dogs? Totally domesticated. Wolves became dogs over tens of thousands of years of human selection. The differences between a wolf and a dog aren't just behavioral. They're genetic, physical, developmental. They're genuinely different animals. Cats? Barely domesticated. Like, barely. The genetic gap between your house cat and its wild ancestor, Felis libica, the African wildcat, is tiny. Almost nothing. The main differences show up in a slightly reduced fear response, some tweaks in reward pathways, and coat patterns. That's it. A domestic cat and a wild cat are not different animals the way a dog and a wolf are different animals. They're basically the same animal, just in different social situations. So here's the question that should be bugging you right now. If humans were truly in control of this process, where's the evidence of us shaping them? Where's the selective breeding program? It doesn't exist. What actually happened is, cats found a rich environment, moved in, and the ones best suited to living near humans thrived. The genetics reflect cats adapting to us, not us molding them. If you wanted to rename that process honestly, you might call it colonization. All right, to be fair, cats did contribute something real in the beginning: rodent control. And that wasn't small. In an early farming settlement, the difference between protected grain and infested grain was literally the difference between eating and starving. Cats were genuinely useful. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. That usefulness required zero effort from humans. No training, no management, no investment. Cats were hunting small mammals before humans showed up. They kept doing it after humans showed up. The grain stores just created a massive concentration of easy prey. Cats weren't providing a service. They were pursuing their own interests, and humans happened to benefit from it. That's not domestication. That's a cat finding a great hunting spot that happened to be next to your house. Now flip it around. What do humans actually give cats? Food, shelter, warmth, veterinary care that can add years to a cat's life compared to living outside, protection from predators, traffic, disease. A completely cushy, resource-rich existence, provided at ongoing financial and labor cost by the humans living there. And in most modern households, the rodent control is completely irrelevant. There are no rats. There's no grain store. What's left is the human providing basically everything and the cat providing companionship, on the cat's schedule, on the cat's terms. How did a 4-kilogram animal negotiate that deal? Okay, this is where it gets genuinely wild. Cats have a toolkit, not a conscious toolkit. Nobody's saying your cat sits around plotting, but a set of behaviors shaped over thousands of years specifically to produce responses in humans. The meow first. Adult wildcats don't meow at each other, like barely at all. The meow is almost entirely absent in wildcat to wildcat adult communication. But domestic cats, they meow almost exclusively at humans. It's a human-targeted vocalization, developed specifically to communicate with the species that holds the resources. And it's not random sound. Research has found that cat meows contain acoustic frequencies that overlap with infant distress calls, the exact sound range that human brains are hardwired to respond to with urgency and concern. Your cat isn't just making noise, it's playing your nervous system like an instrument. Then there's the solicitation purr. You know that purr when a cat wants something? Turns out, it's different from a regular purr. Researchers found it contains a hidden, high-frequency cry embedded inside the low rumble. It's not loud enough to be annoying, but it's not ignorable either. It sits right in that zone where your brain goes, something needs attention, without you even consciously registering why. And the slow blink. Research out of the University of Sussex found that cats use slow blinks as a bonding signal specifically with humans, and humans who receive one feel a genuine social connection, the same neural pathways activated by human-to-human bonding moments. The cat figured out how to trigger your social bonding system with its eyelids. Let's talk about the purr specifically for a second, because this thing is underrated. Cat purrs vibrate mostly in the 25 to 150 hertz range. That's not random either. Research in therapeutic medicine has documented that frequencies in that range can promote bone density, accelerate tissue healing, and reduce pain. Whether your specific cat is literally healing you, that's not fully proven yet. But the physiological effects of vibration in that frequency range on human tissue are documented. And here's the thing. When a cat purrs on your chest, you're not just hearing it, you're feeling it. That continuous, low-frequency vibration is going directly into your body, calming your nervous system whether you want it to or not. Your cat is giving you a biological massage, and you thought you were doing it a favor. Multiple studies have found measurable drops in blood pressure, heart rate, and cortisol levels in people who regularly interact with cats. Not just, I feel good self-reports, actual physiological measurements. Some research even links cat ownership to reduced cardiovascular disease risk and better survival outcomes after heart events. So while you're spending money on premium cat food and a heated cat bed, the cat is quietly keeping your heart healthier. The exchange is more balanced than it looks. It's just that the cat's contribution runs through your nervous system instead of your wallet, so you don't notice it. Here's the most honest way to look at this whole thing. Think about dogs for a second. Dogs were shaped by human selection to want human approval, to seek human company, to feel distressed when their owner leaves. The dog fits into the human's life. Cats? Cats let you fit into their life. When they want interaction, they come to you for however long they want. Then they leave, and you accommodate it. You adjust your sleep schedule around the cat. You pick furniture partly based on what the cat will or won't destroy. You apologize out loud when you accidentally wake a sleeping cat. You're not setting the terms of this relationship. The cat is. And the species that sets the terms? By any reasonable definition, that's the species with the power. So did cats domesticate us? In the strict biological sense, no. They didn't selectively breed us over generations. But did they, through thousands of years of living with us, develop a precise toolkit of behaviors that modify human actions, redirect human resources, and keep humans locked into providing for them indefinitely? Yeah, the evidence says yes. The cat on your chest isn't heavy, but somehow it's got you completely pinned, and it's purring.